So let's cut through the bullshit. Let's get right down to the vein of it. Because if you have ever sat next to someone you love and felt miles apart and had no fucking clue how to bridge the gap, this one's for you. This isn't some tidy little talk about communication skills or date nights to spice up your marriage. This is about how trauma, your old, buried, never talked about pain, is rotting your relationships from the inside out while you smile through your teeth and pretend that everything is fine. And it's not fine. Deep down, you know it. You think that trauma's just flashbacks and nightmares. Trauma is waking up next to your wife and feeling like a stranger in your own bed. It's seeing your kid cry and feeling numb instead of compassionate. It's hearing the words, "I love you," and not believing a damn one of them because deep inside, you don't think you're worth loving. Trauma is that silent fucking killer of connection. And you're bleeding out, brother. Even if no one else sees it. I do. So let's talk about how it really shows up in your relationships. Maybe you don't listen. You wait for your turn to defend yourself. And that's not listening. That's not hearing your partner. Maybe you don't communicate. You unload. You don't argue, you go to war. You shut down during conflict because vulnerability, that makes you feel like you're 8 years old again, about to get hit or shamed. You think that shutting off your emotions protects you, but all it does is strangle every bit of intimacy from your relationship until what is left is two people living in the same house, avoiding each other like damn plague. Your partner does not feel safe. Not physically safe, but emotionally safe. And emotional safety is the foundation of connection. Like, you want her to open up, to be playful, to want you again. She needs to feel safe first. But if every time she brings something up and you get defensive or shut down or blow up, she learns that you're not safe. She stops coming to you. She stops talking. And then you feel rejected. And the cycle begins again. That's trauma, man. That's your nervous system hijacking your connection and driving it right into a fucking ditch. And what about sex? You want connection with her, physical, but you haven't seen it in months. You want that wild passion, but emotionally, man, you're just asleep. You want her to desire you, but you carry this resentment like it's cologne. Intimacy starts outside the bedroom. And when you've built a wall of unhealed shit between the two of you, you can't expect fireworks. You get obligation instead. You get disconnection. You get silence. Or worse, you get nothing at all. So let's be real. You're using porn not because you're horny, but because it's easier than facing your loneliness. You'd rather watch a fantasy than face the reality that your relationship is starved for emotional oxygen. You numb with your phone, with your work, your workouts, with the bottle, because you're afraid that if you sat still long enough, the truth would resurface. And the truth is, you don't know how to be truly intimate, do you? Because real intimacy requires you to be seen. And your trauma taught you that being seen gets you hurt. And what about your kids? Your kids are watching. They're watching you yell. They're watching you check out. They're watching you avoid hard conversations. They're learning love means walking on eggshells. They're learning that dad doesn't talk about feelings. Dad gets mad or shuts down. He goes quiet. You are teaching them how to love, how to express, how to connect. And if you don't heal any of your shit, they are going to grow up repeating the same disconnected patterns, wondering why their love life always feels so hard. And you know, the hardest pill to swallow is your family is not distant because they don't love you. They're distant because they're tired of trying to connect to someone who's emotionally unavailable, someone who refuses to deal with the pain he's been dragging behind him for decades. Someone who's too proud or too scared to admit, I'm hurting. I don't know how to connect. Someone who's afraid to admit, I want to love, but I don't know how. You think you're protecting them by keeping it all in? But what you're really doing is leaving them out. You're building a castle around your pain and wondering why no one feels close to you. Tear that shit down. So what exactly do you do about it? How do you start to heal the relational wreckage that your trauma's caused? Go grab a pen and paper, okay? Step number 1 is you need to own this. Stop blaming the stress. Stop blaming your job. Stop blaming her tone. Stop blaming your childhood. No more blaming. Just acknowledge that your pain is spilling into your relationships. Acknowledge that you've hurt people, that you're emotionally distant. Acknowledge the fact that you avoid, that you disconnect. Own it without shame, just with responsibility. You can't fix a problem that you don't think is truly yours. Step number 2, take advantage of the link that's down in the description and schedule a free call with me. I'm dead serious. Book it. This is the work that I do. This first call is entirely free. I guide men through this hell and out the other side. No bullshit, no coddling, just real healing. And you can't read your way through this stuff. You have to take some action. And if you need guidance or support, a roadmap, that is okay. Step number 3, guys, apologize. And not the weak, sorry if I made you feel blank. A real gut level apology. Tell your family, I've been carrying trauma that I haven't dealt with. And I know it's been affecting how I show up for you. I know I've been distant. I know I've been cold. I know I get defensive. And I hate that it's hurting you. But I'm getting help. I want to change this, and I'm going to start changing it today. That kind of honesty, that breaks down walls. It starts the process of rebuilding trust. Now, the 4th step is to stay consistent. Healing is not a weekend seminar. It's a daily choice. Every fucking day. You need to feel. You need to be honest. You need to stay present when everything in you wants to shut down. You need to listen without fixing. You need to breathe through the triggers instead of reacting. You need to show up. Now, the 5th step is to speak your truth. Say some hard things. Admit, I need connection. Say, I feel ashamed when I pull away. Say, I want to rebuild this. This is the soil that connection grows in. And if you are planting seeds in bullshit, don't be surprised when your relationship is dead. Do me a favor, like this video, guys. Subscribe. Get this content out to more men. This is a movement. We need more men like you who have stuck around to this point in the video, who are willing to do the work. We need men who are learning how to actually feel, actually connect, actually show up. Okay, if you want deep love, safe intimacy, real trust, you have to become the kind of man who can handle that weight. It's not an easy load to carry, but it means healing the trauma that's been hiding in your reactions, in your silence, in your porn, in your habits, in your coldness, your anger, in all of that shame. This is your moment, man. Schedule the call. Don't just think, do it. Don't let fear keep robbing your relationships. Don't let pride keep you stuck in cycles that destroy connection. I appreciate you watching this far, for caring enough to confront this. Man, I know it feels like it, but you're not alone. And you're not broken. Now go out there and destroy your limitations. Reclaim your fucking strength. Build your legacy. Let's get to work.